Did you know that malpractice lawsuits, where law firms represent patients in cases where hospital and surgical errors might have taken place, is a growing industry these days?
The perfect gift of life is nestled in your arms, and you hope that everything went right. But what if it didn't?
This is a commercial for Neinstein Personal Injury Lawyers. That's a law firm that specializes in this field and in fact has a division dedicated to malpractice suits, taking hospitals and physicians and other medical practitioners to task where necessary for errors made in surgery, baby delivery, or other treatment cases. Joining me to talk about this is Duncan Embury, who is with the Neinstein law firm. Tell me a little bit about medical malpractice and its origins. How long has this been an industry?
I'd say, Brendan, it's, in the last 20 or 30 years, certainly, as the number of hospital errors increase, there's been reason to look into these cases and help families get just compensation for the injuries they've suffered.
And what kind of compensation will we be talking about? Have you got a ballpark figure about some of the settlements you've achieved?
Well, that's difficult because it is very individualized on a case-by-case basis, but it's really based on the care needs that someone may have depending on their injuries, and some of them can run in the multi-millions of dollars.
Now, you say you specialize in birthing malpractice or problems associated with birth. Does that happen a lot?
Unfortunately, it happens more than we may all like to think it does, and sometimes through no fault of anyone, of course, but sometimes there are errors made that were preventable and injuries that were avoidable that require help.
Now, you're expanding your service and your profile in Northern Ontario. Why and how did you choose Northern Ontario as a market, if you will?
We, over the years, I've done cases really sort of across Ontario, and we recognize that there are a lot of cases up here and a lot of people up here who may not have adequate resources and people to talk to, and we felt it was important to reach out to them and provide service here.
We have a couple of big hospitals here, HSN in Sudbury, Timmins and District, Sioux Area Hospital. They pride themselves on doing good work. How often does this happen? I mean, is it a major problem?
Well, according to the Canadian Patient Safety Institute, somewhere between 5 and 6% of all hospital admissions across the country, there is an occurrence of harm that occurs during that hospital admission. So all hospitals, I would think, pride themselves on doing good work, and they certainly attempt to do so, but it is a human system and errors do occur.
Is there anything that patients and families can do in terms of better communication with their providers or with the surgical team to sort of get better educated on what's happening to them? I mean, is that something you counsel?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's about communication. So I think the more people communicate and insist on good communication among the healthcare team, the better patient safety becomes.
All right, thanks for talking to us about this. I've been joined by Duncan Embury from the Neinstein Personal Injuries Law Firm with a specialization in medical malpractice.
Thank you, Brendan.
And the people from Neinstein will be in Sudbury again later this month to hold a free legal clinic for people to learn more about medical errors. That clinic is at the Parkside Centre in the YMCA building downtown on October 20th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And for more information, you can go to our website at northernontario.ctvnews.ca and find the link for medicalmalpractice.ca.